And there's a crisscross right there. So if that were a jet, it's making a huge plume. How could that be a contrail? That is not a contrail. These are not contrails. So these basically, it's like if I were walking outside on a cold day and you see my breath with a mist from the heat. That's like me walking and then my breath is following me by like 2 miles. It's a huge contrail. Look how long it is. Keeps on trucking into the man-made Mad Hatter contrail. Okay, here we see that the contrail just stopped and started. Okay, stopped and started right there. Okay, that proves that it's not a contrail. Jets don't stop their motors in mid-air. These are not normal flight patterns. These jets are flying from sort of southeast to northwest. These are not normal flight patterns. So here we see the noticeable lininess, big crisscross here, lines of clouds there. Then we see what I call the geoengineered smog. It's not fog or moisture, it's what I call the geoengineered smog. And all this haze here is geoengineered smog. See the lininess there as well, and possibly some scalar action happening there. See the lininess here as well. Lines over Humboldt State. And the lines over the coastal mountain ranges as well. And there is the geoengineered smog right there. It's not fog or moisture, it's a haze created by the sprays they use to engineer the climate with. And here we are in downtown Arcata. You can see the lininess to these clouds. These are geoengineered clouds right here. There's a line right there. There's several lines up here as well. Several lines back here. Once they've established this haze here, basically they can go overhead and spray as much as they want to. You can see back in the background here we have the geoengineered smog, as I call it. And so, yeah, this is geoengineering. These are plumes of geoengineering material that the jets have sprayed. Right here in downtown Arcata. Okay, so see the orange tinge right there? That's the reflection of the aluminum geoengineering materials they've been spraying here. Once they get this geoengineered smog up, they can spray over and overlap it and make it thicker and thicker, and that's basically what they're doing here. You can see several lines off in the distance there, several lines here. And so, yeah, that color right there is the aluminum particles reflecting in the sun. So it's the geoengineering materials reflecting, and that's part of the theoretical program. It's going to be to reflect the sun off the earth, and that's their Mad Hatter science, to reflect the sun back out into space by spraying these geoengineering materials. And the result is basically this geoengineered smog, is what I call it. And so you can see several lines off in the distance here, as well as here. And typically what they will spray is barium, aluminum, sulfur, and strontium. And most people will have no clue. And once again, because once they've laid this geoengineered smog, then they can spray over it, and no one will ever notice what they keep spraying.